So we were talking about what are the best way to boost e-commerce ROAS. You see, a lot of people believe that the best way to boost e-commerce ROAS is to run better ads. But this is really something that I always like to beg to differ. Why? Because put it this way, the advertisement only works as a bait, as in like it will bring people into your universe. But then again, there are many factors that like makes people buy or makes people don't buy. So basically, the best way to boost e-commerce ROAS is not just the ad. That's what I want to argue. But I would like to give you a few examples on how you can boost your e-commerce ROAS without even touching the ad. Now, the first way is I believe not everybody have cart recovery email. This is really something that is, in my opinion, especially if you run an e-commerce website, which is your own e-commerce website, whether you run it on WooCommerce or Shopify, I totally believe that you must have, a cart recovery email. So basically, a cart recovery email means when a person add to cart, or at least, or probably to go to a stage of initiating checkout, there is a way for us to start sending email to these people. It really depends on the mechanism. How soon do you capture the email and stuff like that. So we should be able to start emailing them and say that, hey, you have this thing in the cart, like why not just check out while the stock is still available. Now, optimizing the cart recovery email can actually potentially make you 10 to 20% more sales. So basically, the statistics is always like that. 10 person who have added to cart, 10 cart recovery email that you send out, you probably will get 1 or 2 eventually pick up and purchase. So that's something that you have to look into. It's a simple thing, but of course, when it comes to cart recovery email, there are different ways of optimizing it. So it really depends on your strategy and structure. Some offer discounts, some don't. Some offer different kind of bundle or something like that. So you really have to look into your strategy and how you want to word the email. And, of course, you need to work on the back end of it. Like, want to make sure that your email is DKIM, like an SPF fixed up, basically it doesn't go into spam or something like that. So these are all the things that you can look into. But cut the recovery email would really help you capture something at no cost. So immediately they will boost your e-commerce ROAS. All right. Now, the other thing that you can potentially do is to optimize your checkout process. You see, different system has got different checkout process. Like the other day, I still have, I don't know. I mean, it's even like nowadays, I always believe that if you're using WooCommerce or Shopify, everything should be taken care of. The checkout process should be very well optimized and already. But for some reason, because of the themes that you use and all that, you may still have some issues in the checkout process that may stop people from buying. Like the other day, I still see a website that requires a person to become a member first before they buy. That immediately puts me off. Seriously, I don't want to sign up as a member because I just want to come in and buy this thing. I don't even know whether I will come back and buy from you again. Why would I want to create so many membership and do all these things with you, right? So yeah, so optimizing the checkout process is actually something that is quite important. So, I mean, the easiest way for this thing to happen is to get somebody who is, like totally new and stranger to your business and come and do the checkout with you. And then you ask them really to tell you very honestly if there is anything that they feel irritated and something like that. You can ask this to at least a few, maybe up to 10 people. That will give you some very useful insights about things that you can potentially tweak. Like buttons can also play a very important role, like the button color. Like I've seen an e-commerce website where the add to cart button is so invisible. It's almost in red. I mean, it's a white color with the black color line, something like that. I mean, who would have used that kind of color combination? Because people just don't look, I mean, I don't know what to click. So that would also stop people from proceeding to the next step with you. So these are simple little things that we can do to boost the e-commerce ROAS, but we definitely can find out more when we dive into the numbers. So the easiest way for us to do that is if you really want to find a better way or different way with facts. Yeah, what I'm talking about here is we do not just plug things from the sky. We dive into the meta analytics, meta ads analytics, or even if you have Google Analytics, we use all this data to dive in and see what are the things that we can fix. So yeah, this is what we can do, right? But I specialize in meta. If you run meta ads and you want to take it to the next level, you want to boost your ROAS, there are many other ways aside from these are the 2 things that I just shared with you. So what I do is if you scan this QR code and pay for it, you can book a 30-minute Zoom call with me. So the first thing we can do is let's dive into your meta ads analytics. I will sort it out and build a dashboard for you to see how your campaign is doing based on all this data, because number won't lie. I always say that do not run ads based on gut feeling. Always depend on number to make your decision. That's the best way to make decision. And from there, once we build this thing, we'll be able to really know what are the leaking points in your entire funnel, and we fix it. And we definitely, if it's landing page, then we see a big gap there, then let's take a look at the landing page. And I'm going to give you the bluntest opinion and feedback about this whole thing. And we try to fix thing one thing at a time. So this is how we can potentially work together. So if that's something that you're looking for, then scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you.